Hello everyone, good to see you back for part 2 of the Jaguar video. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, I'll put a link just above. You can click on that and go back and watch part 1. But other than that, here we continue on with the interior. Now thankfully we don't have anything too difficult to deal with here, just a vacuum of the mats and the carpets, cleaning up the pedals, give the steering wheel a clean with the leather repair company cleaner, give the dash a clean using the Garage Therapy interior cleaner, and again the same on the rear seats. Now the gentleman that owns this, he has just recently had a baby, so there's no older kids in the back to mess it up yet, but he does have a dog, so there's some pet hair to remove, so that'll be fun. And in the boot he's a golfist, so all of his golf bats go in the back, and that, I take it, that's the sand from the bunkers. So let's get into it. Here we have the wet and dry capture, as I said. I also have the vac wrap still attached to the vacuum cleaner, still working perfectly fine, and I really love it. There's a link below in the description if you want to have a look at one. And they're not very expensive, fit around your vacuum hose and protect the bumper plastic from getting damaged, and free delivery on them as well. Now the rear footwells are actually surprisingly clean, so just a quick vacuum out using the crevice tool. A few minutes on it, and the carpets on the Jaguar cars seem to be very nice. I do apologise for the erratic camera work here on this interior, but I'm trying to hold the camera with one hand and try to do the cleaning with the other. I do have a GoPro for interior work like that, but I can't find the camera at the moment, so I had to use my phone. So important thing is you get the idea with what you need to do. You really have to use the brush attachment with your vacuum cleaner and get in between the cracks and crevices on leather, because if you're going to be using a leather cleaner, the last thing you want to do is brush any of those dirt particles or sand particles that are stuck in the crevices to actually be swirled around with the cleaning products. So I'll show you a little bit later on in the video about how to actually get into the crevices in a nice easy way, but other than that, just a quick vacuum over with the brush head attachment, not damaging the leather in any way, just so long as you can get as much of the dirt, dust and sand out from the crevices as much as you possibly can. And to finish this off, I'm going to have to put the camera down, so apologies for that, I won't be able to show you what I'm doing. But I have made a leather cleaning video on this exact same car, so I'll put a link to that up above and in the description for you to check out. I've managed to find somewhere to put the camera to show you here. Now that's what to do, just use one hand to separate the edge of the seat into the bolster, just so that it reveals any sand, dirt and grit that's in there, to try and use the bristles from the brush attachment to actually vacuum up there as much as you possibly can. If there's anything that's stuck, don't rub too hard. There's some pet hair there that need to get out. Those gloves, by the way, if you haven't already seen my pet hair removal video using gloves, go and check that out as well. Again, another link in the description. I'm getting all these links from my past videos, but rubber gloves do a fantastic job removing pet hair from carpets and in between seats. Now, areas between the seats and at the base of the seats, your brush tool won't be able to fit, so changing over to the crevice tool and just be able to pick up all those trapped in dog hairs, salt from McDonald's and Burger King and KFC, and you can see there, leather seats are fantastic for pet hair because they don't stick into the fibres. Now if you're using a crevice tool on leather, make sure that you take some emery paper or some very fine sandpaper and just round off the edges of the tool at the bottom, just so that you're not going to cause any scratching of the leather at all. Garage Therapy now have an interior cleaner. It's really exciting when Garage Therapy came out with a new product, because I know how much they put into their research and development of these, just so that they can make sure that they come out with a premium product for you to use and enjoy. This one can be used up to 10:1 for best results. What I'm using here are the new cleaning scrub pads from County Detailing Supplies. They come in a pack of 2 and they're ideal just for adding on that little bit extra if you're wanting to boost your order for just gaining that free delivery. They're a fantastic tool for your interior plastic trim pieces. They're also very good if you have any Alcantara seats for cleaning them up too. I'm using this here at 7:1 dilution in a spray bottle. Goes on well, foams up rather nice, and wiping off is a breeze with no residue left behind whatsoever. It's scented orange, so it's not that chemically produced sort of orange scented thing. This actually truly smells like you've just peeled an orange, you know, that sort of really fresh in your face smell. It's superb. Just something else to note as well, while I was cleaning the dash, some of it sprayed up onto the glass and the windscreen, and that wiped away streak free. Now these sills aren't too dirty, so I'll still use it at the same dilution, but obviously if you've got a passenger who gets in and out your car and continues to scuff their feet along that, it's my pet hate of passenger sides is lift your feet when you get in the car. Bloody hell. But yeah, cleans that area up. Now these pads just make very light work of any of the plastic cleaning. So much quicker than a brush. Onto the pedal area now, and this is really where it comes into its own for its multi-use ability. A bit like an all-purpose cleaner, but I really don't like using all-purpose cleaners on interiors. Just my thing. I just find that some of them can be too caustic and leave that white residue. No trouble whatsoever with this, with the Garage Therapy interior cleaner, however. So it can be used on the sort of plastic heel guard there, it can be used on your pedals, rubber, and the plastic at the side, multi-use. And again, that scrub pad coming into its own there. Now, yes, that wasn't a fly you saw there, that was actually a piece of snow while I'm trying to do this interior clean. Ugh. It was snowing. Now here's an interesting shot from the armrest. I'm going to have a look here at cleaning the cup holders. Now these were actually in a worse condition than you can see on here, so I was just thinking the pad isn't going to get in there, so I'm going to use one of my more gentler brushes. Just make sure you don't sit on your cloth when you get in. Now gloves and a mask are crucial when you're using products. Look how much vapour is brought up into the air there by just spraying that. It's something you probably wouldn't pay much attention to while you're actually doing the cleaning. But you know, to wear a face mask while you're doing that, you're not only protecting yourself from the vapour, but you're protecting yourself against any germs or bacteria that you may be kicking up into the air with your brush. So just be mindful, especially around about these times with COVID and cleaning out car interiors. It's certainly something that I've been particularly conscious about of late with this pandemic. Now with the brush here, it's one of the softest brushes that I have. I certainly wouldn't recommend using a hogshair brush, for instance, on some of these piano black trims that they have on these. This trim is pretty badly marked anyway, so but I did test in a small area just on the back end of the slider there to make sure that it wasn't going to cause any marks or anything. I'm just trying to encourage some of the dirt and debris that's caught in the gaps just to loosen them slightly so I can remove them. Now ordinarily I would use a glass cleaner on this type of black plastic, but in this case, why not? Just give it a try. That's how you learn. I'm using some Garage Therapy interior cleaner on the cloth directly, not spraying it directly, and as you can see, just by working it in, and then when you leave it, you will then start to see the product actually flash off quite quickly and leave behind a completely streak-free finish. Very nice to see. Now, as you'll see in the next shots, the hazing that's on the plastic isn't anything to do with the product. As I said, it was quite badly marked before, and it's something that would require a machine polish to get rid of. And in true Scottish weather traditions, we've had snow, now we've got brilliant sunshine. So apologies for the flashing on the camera. Now I have to apologise for the leather cleaning part of this video. I wanted to bring you something exclusive and exciting to show you about leather cleaning, but unfortunately packaging of materials isn't available for the product I was using, so the product has been delayed for launch, so I can't show you that in this video unfortunately. But if you click on the link above, it'll take you to the leather cleaning video of this same car, and as soon as the product is available, there certainly will be a video for it. Now the final shots in the car just looks absolutely stunning. It's the second time for this car that it's used Monster Shine's Gloss Lock glaze on the car. Now the glaze is superb, especially using it through a machine on a low speed. Interior wise, and yes, it's still snowing, interior wise the leather's been given a good clean up. Just have a look at the front of the car as well, and with the snowdrops coming in every time you open up, you can see it just looks back to factory fresh, smelling lovely with the Garage Therapy interior cleaner. A little Auto Finesse air freshener that I found in a sort of orangey scent as well, so it's a nice little touch. Dash and everything looking absolutely perfect. I'll just move around to the driver's side, and again, nice factory fresh, very clean steering wheel, looking lovely. All thanks to Garage Therapy interior cleaner and the leather repair company Leather Cleaner. And just in the back a repeat of where we started from. So the car finished off with Garage Therapy 1 glass cleaner, and I haven't filmed any of that because there's really not much to see of a glass cleaner being applied and rubbed into the glass, but trust me, it really works very, very well indeed. And finished off with 1 coat of the tyre serum on the tyres. So thank you very much again for watching. So until next time, take care, see you later.